Welcome back to the Backside Poddy, Season 2, baby.
Yeah, baby.
This week's episode, we chat about the double Everest has been conquered. The com is gone, sub 6 up the backside of Coot-tha. We've got the world champion and the Australian champion here. And we preview the Road Nats 2025.
2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas, and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please. I think we're going to need more than 500 watts for the next episode, but let me introduce you to the Backside Poddy. Jim Bob.
Yeehaw.
Shauno.
G'day.
Shreds.
Hey.
And Finn.
Hey.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
Welcome. Our world champion. Our Australian champion of the Backside segment.
The only one.
The one and only.
The
How
one and
exciting.
only king of the backside.
The king of the backside. But it's most important. I'm so happy to be back, guys. It's a month off the tools.
I tell you what, people have been asking.
I've been asked heaps.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
It is good.
The Aussies are back.
It was a good reset, though.
100%.
But
Everyone's
Aussies
come
are
back
back.
firing ready for this week.
There's a lot happened in the last month.
Oh my God, has there been some stuff happening on the backside? It's
Ooh.
so juicy, it's actually dripping down the backside.
How are those white
Sweat,
nicks
that is.
looking?
Sweat.
I don't have any white nicks, but I wish I did.
I'm sure we can fix that up, can't we?
But anyway, Freebs, what have you been up to, brother?
Mate, just, I've been in a very green paddock. I've had a good little couple of weeks down in Adelaide. Just really thought I'd be training. I did a bit of training, but I did a lot of eating and drinking. And unfortunately, I'm coming back about 8 kilos heavier than I first.
8 kilos?
Yep. I hit 80.85 when I got back from Adelaide.
Your
How
weight
long were-
fluctuates so much.
Mate,
How long were
big
you in
unit.
Adelaide for?
2 weeks, but it does have a little bit of an extended Christmas build.
Oh,
from
okay.
The
Jesus
back of
Christ. I was like, that's
Yeah.
some
November was
effort.
big.
Yeah.
December was massive.
A lot of socialising, hey?
So a lot of socialising. So that's since the Nationals weight. Just putting that back.
Someone's
in there.
got to do it. Yeah, well, how much did you weigh at Nationals?
I reckon about 72. Not quite as light as
Was that why you were going backwards up the mountain yesterday?
Mate, I was going backwards.
Look, it certainly didn't help.
Anyway, we're back and trying to do the right thing at the moment. And it was just a nice little time down in Adelaide. It was good to catch up with some friends and family and do all that kind of Christmassy stuff and catch up with the old boys on the riding. And yeah, did some cool rides. Did Krusty's Christmas. Did a couple of longer ones. It was just
Can you
nice to be
please
out.
explain what that is?
Krusty's
It
Christmas.
doesn't sound very appealing.
Oh, about 150 people go on an annual pilgrimage down to Victor Harbour.
150 people.
Yeah, at
In
least.
a bunch.
Yeah, at least.
No thanks.
Goodness me.
And anyway, it's a long day out, but you start at like 6 o'clock at the top of 6:30 at the top of Mount Lofty, and then I literally was rolling in the front door at 10:30.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's pretty. It's on.
It's fast.
It is. So
Do you touch the front, though?
I did once.
Well done.
Yep.
How long?
Oh, my partner didn't want to stay out there too long, so
And how many watts were you pushing while you were there?
you'd given it a nudge.
200?
350, 400.
200?
Yeah, not as many.
210?
Shut up, mate. You can check the Strava. Finn's got his Strava out now.
I'm not checking your Strava, mate.
Anyway, so do that. It was good fun. It was like when you look back as you go around a corner, you look back and you see how long the line is, and it's just
That would be
like a
sick.
train.
Yeah, I can imagine the motorists
Oh, mate.
were happy.
They are filthy.
Yeah.
I reckon we're going to see a lot of that down in a couple of weeks.
We will.
What do you
Getting
reckon?
excited for that. Be back in Adelaide for the TDU.
Yeah.
Majority of us will be.
Speaking of which, we've got a little collab we're doing with the Adelaide Summit team.
Pretty exciting.
It
Very
is very exciting. So we're going to be giving away a S5 or an Aspero 5.
That's incredible.
First place.
It is
First prize.
incredible.
I really want to win that 'cause that's one of the bikes I'm looking at. So can we just
I'm hoping I
rig
can.
it?
Yeah, I think we can. Sure.
Yeah, surely.
Can you tell everyone how they're going to, like what they have to do to win, or is
Yeah.
that not understood yet?
No, I'll share that right now. And then second prize is a soloist or an R5.
Oh,
Well-
so do you get to pick?
You can choose.
You'd pick
Oh
the
my
R5.
God.
You'd choose the R5 every day of the week.
Yeah.
What are you picking, Finn?
Yeah, R5 for sure.
And the gravel or the S?
Yeah, picking the S for sure.
Mate, what a lineup, having that in your garage.
Imagine.
So, but is it like do you have to be the fastest or is it a lucky dip?
No, it's a lucky dip. So you've got to get up the main climbs for the TDU. So that's the first. That's how you basically register for it. So essentially, you got to go up Norton Summit. You got to go up Knott's Hill, which is the first time in the TD this time.
Oh,
It's going to be
cool.
interesting. It's a real steep one. perfect for my wee boy across the road here. The Corkscrew, which is also bloody steep. You'd love that. Windy Point and the old freeway, and then you get a double entry into the draw if you go up Wollonga Hill on the last day.
So when do you have to do them?
You got to do them from like about
Within the week?
Yeah, within that week, and then you got to come to the Cervelo tent.
Yep.
And you get your little card stamped off with your Strava. You show your Strava and you've done it, and we'll help them out. And you get a T-shirt. Once you also get a Cervelo T-shirt.
Oh,
Nice.
Can't wait for that.
And then you go on the draw, and there's a random draw, I think, the week after.
Oh, the week after. Yeah, cool.
To do that. So, it's a huge thing. Cervelo putting it on again for us and the Radley guys this year. So, big shout out to the Cervelo team, and looking forward to seeing who wins it this year.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah, you'll have to...
Broth is high for that.
Yeah, you can see us twice down there because of the live show that we're doing Saturday night, the 25th. It's a big one. 25th of Jan. Live show in the
drop.
Yeah.
In the village.
In the village.
Live at the village.
Live at the village. Come and see us. And we've got a really special guest, which I am like beyond excited for.
Who is it?
Phil Liggett, the one, the only.
The voice of cycling.
The voice of cycling.
It's quite incredible that we've got him.
I'm pumped.
I met him last time I was down there. And I have this photo of me and him, and I'm so stoked. And he just looks like oh God, another one. That'll be me again this time. Can't wait.
Oh, you might run into Cav too if you're lucky.
If I'm lucky.
It'll be
luck's got nothing to do with it. I'm getting that media pass everywhere to get close to him for a photo.
Tell you what, it's a big couple of weeks coming up for the Backside crew, hey?
Yeah, we're
we've got
busy.
Nats next weekend.
Yes.
Then Adelaide pretty much the weekend after, and then Pro Velo's in there as well. Wow, the next month is going to be out of control.
Yeah.
Summer of cycling.
Wow, get
Don.
excited.
No longer the summer of cricket.
What's cricket?
Hey,
Yeah,
that's been pretty
honestly.
good too.
No, that was a good test.
I was watching it
Worst
today.
game.
I know.
Right?
Turn it up.
Oh my God, honestly. It doesn't make sense.
Anyway.
Stupid. Anyway.
We need to talk about cricket.
Yeah, okay. Good idea.
That's my last couple of weeks and exciting news about the...
Yeah, what's that? 20 minutes of... No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
20 minutes of fruit. Very good.
Kev's
Standard.
not here for the show, so...
Shawnee?
What have I been up to? Well, it's been a good festive period. It's been pretty chill. I've laid low on the piss, which is good.
Well done.
Yeah, I've learnt my lesson from breaking my leg. So, so I just decided I'd do the festive 1,000 again and got that done. It's been a solid base for peaks coming up. So now I start sharpening the tools and start working towards peaks.
How good's a build, hey? Like when you're in the
peaks.
build and you're
Yeah.
building, it's a good place to be.
Laying the bricks.
Yeah,
Peaks
That's
is
it.
horrible.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, yesterday was a good hit out
Mate,
for a peaks hit out. So
I'm done.
just got to add 2 more mountains in yesterday's ride, and I'll be right.
No worries.
We'll review that one close to the time.
Yeah,
I've got a few things to add on that one.
appreciate it, mate. Appreciate your input. But yeah, no, that's been about it. It's nothing too exciting's happened lately for me, so it's all
Boring.
Woo.
just yeah, pretty well. What's been happening in your life, Jim Bob?
Well, Shawnee, what has been happening? I've been trying to declutter my life because at the end of last year, I sort of got into a bit of a spiral. As you would have all noticed, my racing form went down the toilet. Man, I couldn't even sit on A grade, even in the wheels,
Couldn't
man.
even sit on A grade.
I mean, and then to be fair, Lambo did tell me, he was like, mate, you need a break. And I was like, nah, man, I'll be fine. And then lo and behold, what happened?
Blew up.
Your boy didn't have a break and life TSS got on top of him. So I had a bit of a reset at the end of last year, been on the tools over Christmas, as you say, laying the bricks. And we're getting back to not epic form, but we're doing things. So it's been productive.
That's good.
So I did do
Shreds,
it.
what have you been up to, man?
Well, I mean, beginning of December, I did the run challenge, which we mentioned slightly because it was after the Christmas party.
How the
No,
I don't think we
How the
touched
feet
on
go?
it.
No, it's
Done by that.
mentioned.
Oh, don't look. They're
How
hangers.
the feet, how's the body?
Yeah.
Tell us a story about that.
So 7 days and I did 7 half marathons. Before work every day was the hard bit. And also we had the most humid weather that week. It was foul. And then one of the days was just torrential rain. Like, you know, when it hurts that it's hitting you? Yeah, that one of those.
And you're just going squelch.
Yes,
squelch,
the entire time.
squelch.
Well,
My
for the
God.
first like 4 days, it was just squelch from my sweat in my
Yeah.
shoes, and then it became
I'll be no good.
the
at that.
torrential rain. Yeah. So, yeah, I lost a few toenails, but
Who needs them?
exactly. And my feet just look gross, but that's all right. We just put shoes on. No worries. Raised $6.5 grand, which was pretty
Well done.
sick.
So good.
Yeah, for
Spectacular.
white ribbon, which is awesome. I did hurt my hammy in the second last one, and then the last one it wasn't great. So I'm just recovering from that at the moment. I was told not to ride, but TDU's coming up, so been riding.
Don't need a hamstring for riding.
Oh, okay. I was like to my physio, what can I do like during that week? Because I'll be doing some Ks. And he was like, just drop Voltaren. And I was like,
Okay.
roger that. So I'll be doing that. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Really excited for TDU. Finn.
Shreds. Nice. Finn.
Yeah, just been preparing for 25, just training and going fast up cruise.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
take it.
Play it down.
Yeah.
You've got Nats coming up and you're
Just
going
training.
bananas, man. You've been winning. If it's not your brother, it's you winning every crit around town.
Yeah.
Don't undersell it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just training basically. That's uni's out, so that's kind of all I'm doing at the moment. So,
What do you study at uni?
mechanical engineering.
Do we?
Yeah.
That's busy with cycling as well.
Yeah.
That's engineering with a big E. That
Yeah.
is. I did engineering with a little E.
Yeah, so just training at the moment. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm.
How many hours a week you doing, mate?
About 20, 22.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, that's not mucking around, hey. That's
yeah, whatever quirk sets me. So,
oof.
yeah.
What's the year looking like? Do you have, apart from nationals, what's the plan for the year look like?
I'll probably do the same as I did this year. So take like the first semester of uni off and just like go to events across the world basically,
Yep.
like Asia, Europe, and race, and then come back after the Europe block and do my second semester.
Yep.
So
Cool.
Are you going to go to the Pro Velo series at all?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, go to basically every round. So
Yeah, nice.
You going to Adelaide?
also in Adelaide, yeah,
Oh, how good.
up Wollonga. So
Mate, you're
That'll
going
be a
to
good one.
dominate that.
Yeah, you might be in for
Oh,
a
yeah.
shot.
I'm changing my bet to that now.
yeah,
Well, we haven't previewed that yet, so.
I know, but he's just got to do 6.5 minutes at the same number
Yeah,
of
well,
watts.
yeah. Don't. Well, let's talk about that later.
Mate, he
Let's
might-
not jump the gun.
As he gets to
right?
the top, mate, he might just take off.
Oh man.
Just don't do that though.
yeah. No, I'm not as light as like Ren. So
Put some
Wow,
wings
isn't
on
he?
him and he's
Yeah.
gone.
But he's not pushing 500 watts for 6 minutes either.
Yeah, but you know what he is doing? Going up the back of Coot-tha
Whoa.
91 times.
92 times, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Just-
That is a full cooker.
unreal.
Yeah. And what did he end up raising at the end? That was an
He's
insane amount of money.
He's raised over 5,000 for the Black Dog Institute. So,
That's epic.
Great word.
So I
good.
think the link's still active. So if you feel like donating to the Black Dog Institute, support a good cause.
Mm.
Yeah, the link's on his Instagram.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there was some cool filming going on.
Yeah.
There
So
was-
the cool story about that film guy is Ren only met him 2 nights before,
Oh, wow.
and the film guy was the only guy that stayed with Ren from the very start to the very end, and they barely knew each other.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
epic?
What a
Documentary
what a
coming out,
great
I heard,
guy.
as well.
What was that?
Heard there's a documentary coming out.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I hope
really
so.
good.
The Ren doco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It'll be I can't wait for that actually.
That'll be good.
It'll be good. So
Let's not go into that too much because we actually really want to get Ren on
Yeah.
in the next week or so to talk about that. But yeah, it was an outrageous effort. Stats are huge. Heaps of us have. We've all got a few stories from the day or 2 days where we spent riding up and down the hill with him. So
Well, wasn't that where Finn first said that he would
It was. Well, he
take the kick?
comp.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
the
Drop
exclusive.
some.
Yeah, I was
some
secretly
promises
filming.
there.
Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
no. I started talking about Coot-tha and he whips his phone out. So I got this flashlight on me.
I heard something like, "Oh yeah, I'm going sub 6, brother. I'm going to full acid shower and it's going to be awesome."
Yeah.
But you didn't realize you were being filmed.
No, obviously I knew he's got the cameras in my face.
At the end, you did. You're like, oh, what?
I reckon after we asked you to come on, you're like, no, I've definitely got to go do this now.
But you
Yeah.
followed through, mate. It was
Yeah.
quite it was very impressive effort, actually.
Well, what did he say he was going to do? Just go sub 6s? That was
Oh, he was going to do a quick time.
a quick time.
Yeah.
I was sub 6 before.
Yeah. Well, but then
Yeah.
Strava deleted the
Yeah, they
segment.
And our
deleted
segment.
the
And our
Santos one,
segment.
made it harder.
And then I think it was 601 or something, or was it
On
6?
on Santos.
No, the new segment.
Coot-tha backside.
Oh, it's still 59, I think.
Was it? Was it
Yeah.
still sub 6?
So you've cut 3 seconds off.
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
Yeah.
So the stats are the time was 5:56, 508 watts,
Please.
and 199 beats.
Yeah.
Blood
Oh my
lactate
God.
was the reader just melted.
No,
And
reader.
yeah. RPE?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Ouch.
For sure.
RPE was
I died
ouch.
hard,
Yeah.
so-
At that heart rate, that is
That's spicy.
very. I've never seen my heart
That's
rate
average, by the way.
hit 199.
That's
Let alone-
average.
You
Yeah.
should see my Noosa crit when I was came off the offie. I think I averaged 190 something for the hour.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my
Spiked.
god.
It must have been wrong with it, max heart rate, 215 it said.
Oh
That's-
my
I
god.
I was hurting though in that crit, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was.
He's
Well,
only
that's
young.
nice that you're human.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I was hurting when my
could have
heart was
smiled
at
in the
2.
photo at least that
Yeah.
they put up. Jesus Christ, you look like a serial killer.
Yeah. I got done dirty. You watch the live stream and it's everyone's smiling and then I look down and they snap the camera.
We'll
Gotcha.
get him now.
Yeah. Oh,
So was anyone with you? Talk us through it.
I just
Tell
woke
us
up.
top to bottom, like
Yeah.
bottom
Yeah,
to
go,
top.
mate. We want to
Yep.
embellish.
But first of all, bike setup. What you do?
Yep.
Nothing changed off my
that's a
Candale.
flex.
Just took the bottles and saddlebag off.
Yep.
So I ran the whole way up in the 54 chainring.
Whee.
Big dog.
So, yeah.
So you big dogged it the
Yeah.
whole way.
What was the
cadence?
Oh God, I love
I
that.
think 90 average or something like that. It was
Wow,
pretty
that's
high.
impressive. With a 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30.
Nice.
Fuck, that's flying.
Yeah.
What about when you get the steep section? Were you in the 30 or you?
Yeah, in the 30, just going ham.
Yeah.
Probably why I died, but
600 up that little steep section.
I'm not sure. It's just gone full gas basically. Just blowing
That's
off.
incredible.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh my god.
Like I do strengthies in the big ring up there, but I can't spin fast in the big ring up there.
Yeah.
Mate, some
90.
days I do strengthies in the little ring.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Jim Bob. When you weigh a bit extra, mate.
Oh, the Clydesdale division. So, tell us, outside of the bike, did you empty your pockets? Did you wear a skin dog, or were you just in bibs and a jersey, helmet?
Or
what
no
was
jersey.
the go?
No jersey, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just I had my skin suit on.
With
Yeah.
sleeves?
Yeah, I had sleeves on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
good.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
And,
Oi.
yeah, and
That was a
the
dig if
pockets
you
and the
didn't realise.
phone as well. So yeah.
You had a phone as well?
Oh, I put it in the bush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and no lead in at the bottom either, so there's a little bit of room for optimization.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Far
Oh my god.
When
I
did you
think-
start? When did you start hitting
I don't
it?
know. Controversial. I think if you're doing a Strava KOM, it's got to be solo.
Yeah.
I love
not,
this.
It's not a race.
Yeah.
It's about who's the quickest up the mountain, not.
Yeah, you're a purist, mate. I'd take the lead out every time.
Yeah.
No,
At least for the first minute and a half.
If you're going for a PR or something, a lead out's good because it gets more encouraging and gets closer to a better goal. But a KOM, I feel it's got to be.
What if the person's peeled off the front? So you're going 50 k's an hour,
Yeah.
led into the bottom, and they've peeled off. And as you start the segment, you're on the front.
Still a lead
Same
out.
thing,
though.
mate.
Is it?
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
So when did you start whacking it?
Yeah, so this is the pacing strategy. You basically just go into that bottom pretty quick.
So do you
Say,
start? You crest
on-
the bit.
Yeah, you get your momentum up and I was in the tops tucking up aero to get the speed up.
Wait, did you do a front side first and come down the bus lane so that you've got all that
Oh,
speed
yeah,
coming
that's a
in?
good
Oh no,
idea.
so I actually didn't start I was doing 100 watts over that little crest.
Yep.
Okay.
Just going down the little downhill, you start putting it on, but otherwise it's really long effort. So
Hey, mate, the good news is for you, it's only just under 6 minutes. The rest of us, it's 8
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes less for you.
God, that's impressive, isn't it?
What was the wind doing, actually? Did you notice?
Taily.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't check the wind, but
I feel like, yeah.
All right, so you're in the aero tuck, you start whacking it on the downhill bit into the bottom.
yeah.
Then what do you do?
Going up like the first minute and a half still in like the tops, getting aero.
Yep.
Because you're probably doing like maybe like 28k an hour. So it may save like
Are you?
I don't know, maybe like you saved like 2 watts or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you just like, start whacking it. And then once you get to the bottom of the stringy bark, you just give it the beans.
Whatever's left.
Yeah. But the big thing is like when you're going over the top stringy bark, that flat section, that's where you get all your time from. Because a lot of people die over there. And if you can hold speed towards the last little pinch, you go way quicker.
What about, so obviously you didn't check the wind. If you had a solid tailie and we optimized for atmospheric pressure and all that sort of jazz, maybe we got a cool day.
Engineers coming in here.
Yeah, a bit of bro
Like,
science.
I reckon there's seconds in that, man. I reckon you've got a 550 in you.
Ooh.
Oh, better than that.
I don't know. I went out at that pace and I blew hard. So.
Yeah. But I reckon with a few sort of optimization
maybe.
tweaks, I reckon we got this, man. 550. Well,
So you went out for a 550?
Way over here.
Yeah, I went out.
We
like
as a
super
collective
quick.
are claiming it.
Used the royal we there, didn't I?
So he's gone out at 550 pace.
Yeah. Something like that. It was. I was like 11 seconds up at the bottom of stringy bark on my previous one, and then I
Oh my
died to
God.
3. So
Still got it.
yeah.
What were you like at the top?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have seen
Yeah.
footage
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Did you die?
Did you throw up?
I just literally turned around straight away and just like freewheeled on the descent.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually stayed on the bike.
Yeah.
I would have fallen off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty good at falling off my bike these days, to be fair.
You are.
Did you throw any chat at Jay Vine afterwards? You're like, mate, like your time
Hold the
up
shoe.
Coot-tha is shite, and you won like the climbing jersey at the Welter.
I think
Like,
if he did it now,
have a go.
he'd go a lot quicker for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah, definitely. It was like 4 years ago.
I reckon you got to throw some chat at him, hey?
Yeah.
Was-
All
was
the
just-
people were throwing chat on his Strava 2 years ago. When
Yeah, they
Greenwood took it off him. That
They
was
did.
funny. But
Yeah, talk us through that. Greenwood took it, and then it was like 2 weeks later you got it, wasn't it?
like 6 months. Or something.
6
I
months.
just decided.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
give,
decided.
I'll give it
It's
a
time.
whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough's enough.
Yeah,
Let's stop.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
stop mucking around
Yeah.
here.
You couldn't let Matty G have the crown.
Yeah. Oh, he'll always be the king of Coot-tha.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
He had a proper lead out for that one, though,
Yeah.
as well.
But when he did it, it was like proper, you know?
Yeah.
It was peak Brisbane
It was.
cycling. Like,
It was. And to roll Jay Vine, who just signed with UAE,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. You're like, oh, Matty G's big time.
Look where he is now.
Yeah.
So, was that on the training plan then for your prep, or
no, I just had 4 hours and I was kind of like,
I just sneaked that past the coach.
yeah.
Didn't care.
No, I didn't mind.
you were like, I'm just going to put in a big effort? Just
Got a
in
free
that 4
power test
hours.
out of it, I guess. So,
No.
Was that your 5-minute PB?
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm doing a 5 minute in a year, so.
So you're in career best form coming into road nats.
Ooh.
You could say so, I guess, in terms of 5 minute, yeah.
If road nuts is 5 minutes, he's got it.
What's
Yeah.
that? What's that about? A quarter of a lap of the new King Street circuit?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, should be good. Yeah, been training hard, so it'll be interesting race. Quite a lot of hitters out there, so.
Are you doing all 3 races? The crit, TT, and the roadie?
Yeah, the TT and the roadie, not the crit.
Nah, dump the crit.
It's a waste of effort.
Mm.
Yeah.
Looks like a good crit course, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it's not just a square or
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
got a bit of extra.
Good for a sprinter. It's dead flat with
Yeah,
6
it is.
corners. or
Yeah,
something, isn't
it's a
it?
bit
Lovely.
different to Ballarat crit course, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's more of a
Yeah,
street
it's never
circuit.
Yeah.
never a fan of the Ballarat crit course.
Nah, that is a shithole.
Yeah.
Well, should we segue from there into our next
hated it.
preview?
I reckon we should, eh?
So I guess
When are you heading over, mate?
Tomorrow morning. Actually.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
We're recording Sunday, so Monday morning.
Monday morning.
it was our last chance to get the big fella before he went over.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
The big little fella.
The big little fella.
The little fella with the big engine.
That's him.
What are you taking with you?
My bikes and
Yeah, but like,
everything I can do.
But like-
His hair cooler.
have you got any support going with you? You?
Do you have a special teddy that
yeah,
you need?
like, I don't
well,
know.
Pillow. Take a pillow. I take a pillow everywhere, guys.
There's no,
Just
yeah,
some
exactly.
no-dos, probably. That's my support.
No-dos.
Yeah, that's right. Big bag of Nodos and sugar pills. Off you go.
Sorry to just like throw, I don't know, a curveball in here. Not a curveball, but like with the no-dose thing. I didn't know that was like a thing people did until like, honestly, 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Caffeine is king.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cav was like, oh, I just need to like have some, not the Cav.
The Brisbane
Brisbane Cav.
Brisbane
Yeah, Breeze
Sorry,
Cave.
he'll hate that I said that. But he dropped one before a Muzz, and I was like, pardon? Like when he's like, everyone does it.
Like just before?
It was
Is-
like,
Half an hour at
yeah,
least.
you
Well,
need to
yeah,
be
I
at
think-
least half an hour.
I'm sure it
for
was like that, but I was like, I'm so confused. Please, your heart.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what happened to your heart, but
Did you drop a no-dose before the effort?
Yeah.
You did?
Always, yeah.
Did-
Can't
just-
do effort.
On a 4-hour ride, I'll just drop a no-dose.
yeah.
No, just one? Or did you have
2 notes.
3
2.
an hour before?
2.
2 an hour
Yeah.
before?
Get
200
that heart
milligrams.
ticking.
Oh my days. Anyway, sorry. Back
Keep
to
up.
Not as much as
Yeah.
Bifica.
Oh, mate. That's an impressive effort, that is.
Yeah, send him into cardiac arrest. 1,000 milligrams in a race. Thanks for coming.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Or a cooker.
Yeah, fully cooked.
But he rode away solo.
He did.
He got 10 minutes off the
Hold
front.
shoe.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
That's next level.
So just your no-dos, just packing your no-dos in your bike.
But you'll be supported by
worries.
Cache over there.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it
so we
Cache
got
or C Cache?
C Cache.
Yeah. All right.
C Cache body wrap.
Yep.
So,
The body wraps has come on this year.
yeah,
And
new
what's
sponsor.
body wrap?
It's a kit company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So no park up anymore.
Nah, no park up. Yeah.
Right.
All body wrap kit now. So
Nice. I've never heard of
Nice.
body wrap before.
yeah.
Are they an Australian company?
Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah. So they sponsor a few Asian teams, I think.
Yeah, nice.
It's really good.
Have you tried any of the kit yet?
Yeah, we've had some samples. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slippery?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, nice.
Always slippery.
Yeah.
The good fabrics?
Yeah.
Did you have that on in the Coot-tha?
No, I had a different skin suit on for that one.
Anyway. All right. Should we jump into our
Please
Nats
don't look
preview?
up body wrap without putting cycling kit with it.
Yeah, I actually did
That's
that
going
the
off your,
other
that's
day.
going off your history. That's going off your rest of your
Okay, great.
cached history. in
Can't wait to be targeted with some ads for that.
Yeah.
there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So first of 3 years over in Perth.
Yes.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. Nice to see something different.
It's exciting. It's a beautiful course. I must admit, it'll have the Perth CBD in the background.
Oh, did you ride it when you were there?
No, I didn't, but I've heard.
Yeah, it's all Gumtree lined and
Yeah.
it's
Very Australian.
very
Yeah.
Australian.
It's from the pictures I've seen, from what I've heard, it's going to be spectacular. But a bit of a disappointment is the numbers attending.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, let's not go into that too deep just yet. Let's go through. Should we go through the TT, the course, the start list, and what we think is going to happen? Maybe some conditions and a few bits and pieces like that.
Sure.
What time are you off, Finn?
Like-
TT.
They haven't really started.
Okay.
Well, when
You'd be
you,
Arvos though, wouldn't you?
yeah, 4 o'clock,
Yeah,
the
I
under
can imagine.
23s start for their TT.
Is that 4 o'clock Perth time or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 o'clock our time. And speaking of,
You'll be
oh,
asleep,
no,
ready for
I'll be
bed.
asleep.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yeah, there's a lot of late racing happening.
You know what happens in Fremantle, in Perth, after about 1 o'clock every day, don't you?
The
You have to
Frio
fill us
doctor.
in.
The Frio doctor comes in.
Gets
Yeah.
real windy. Geez, it looks like a pretty lumpy TT course, hey?
I'm sorry, Freebie. What did you just say?
It's
The Fremantle doctor.
It's
Gets
a big
real
wind.
windy.
It's a
Oh.
it's a southwesterly.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's called the Fremantle Doctor.
Correct.
Amazing. I love that.
So, mate,
Yeah.
strap
If-
yourself
if-
in the southwesterlies.
If you
They'll be
watched
big.
Test cricket back 10 years ago when I was at the Wacker.
At the Wacker.
Yep.
Well, yeah, lucky
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, yeah, it was.
Do you
they,
remember the
they always spoke about the Frio doctor at the Wacker.
I see.
It's not that lumpy, mate. It goes up like
It's 109 meters with a max grade of 6.6%. So it's big ring,
No
big
worries.
dogs. The whole
Well, big
doesn't
anyway.
matter for Finn.
Yeah. He big
So-
dogs it all the time.
I mean, that's a 40-meter lump in the middle of it with a U-turn, and it's predominantly a square and then a few bumps at the end. Pretty flat for the first half.
Yeah,
it's a good course.
just having that U-turn corner always throws a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
Throws a spanner in the momentum.
Yeah. So where's it? It's... Hold on.
That'll be blowy. Be a big crossy coming off the river.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why they've thrown that U-turn in there. So it starts, obviously, here, comes out, does the U-turn. Like, why wouldn't they just have kept going straight up? You know,
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
bizarre.
That's
I think
really
it just
odd.
makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, I think so
Like
too.
losing the speed going into the hill.
Yep.
Oh, is that where that U-turn is? Is that where
So
hill
the
is?
U-turn is there. It's
Yes,
like
just before the
a
hill.
K and a half in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously you've got another couple of Ks and then you go up.
And you
the
turn
hill.
again before the hill.
Yeah.
You lose your momentum.
Yep. So
Spicy.
who we got? We got who we got for the elites? Let's talk elites first.
Yeah, let's talk elites.
Well,
Plappy.
yeah. So
Plappy.
Freebie's heard some rumours on the street.
I don't know.
Oh, mate. What's the word from Adelaide?
I don't know.
What are the boys?
There's just
what are
lots
the
of
boys
chat
down-
going around. Everyone's excited about the local boys down there.
Everyone's
reckon-
buzzing.
They reckon Plappy's not quite on the same form as he has been other years, potentially.
Well, he had a good tour of Bright.
Right. Yep.
He did.
But I don't think the competition was the same as what he's going to be up against this week coming. So, but I don't know. I think he might be. I don't know. I reckon Jay's going to get that one done.
Yeah. Jay's been training well. He's been doing some colo loops
Loves a colo loop.
up in Brizzy here.
And
So
it's in the humidity, mate.
Yep.
So the big hitters there is Jay Vine, Kel O'Brien.
Nah, Kel won't win that.
Well, what
You
about
reckon?
Durbo?
Durbo.
Durbo, mate.
Kane Richards. We've got a couple Queenslanders. Ollie Stanning. He's a very good TTer. Yeah, I reckon.
Mate, I reckon Durbo's going to stand up big time.
Nah.
Get around him. He's the local lad. The crowds will be there for him.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate him.
I reckon a dark horse, Matty Burden. He's a Ironman athlete. And
I don't know about that.
he delivers power.
Yeah.
All he rides is his TT bike.
I know, but it's a completely
but it's
different
not set up.
setup.
Yeah.
It's not a UCI setup. So
Oh.
he's going to have to have been training for the last couple of months on a UCI setup as opposed to an Ironman setup, and they're completely different.
It's a free for all.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah, they
I
are.
didn't know that.
Completely different.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
So
don't
they
you?
jam the seat right forward so it's almost over
Yes.
the bottom bracket, and then they don't have a limit on how far the extensions can go. So
This is for Ironman.
yeah, they're,
Yeah,
they're
oh,
pushed right out in Superman style.
Right, and that's why they put all their bottles and shit.
That's right.
Yeah, righto.
So and it's aerodynamically heaps better, plus better for power output and stuff.
Do you know who else I reckon's worth mentioning? Is Harper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
He's done well in previous years, and like you said, there's a hill there, and I did happen to pass him one time. I was out in the different directions, I should say, just to make it.
Oh, you
And you went
overtook
past
Harper.
him.
Did ya?
Past him.
A-grade passing.
I just yelled out, "Holy shit!" Was he was on his CT bike, by the way.
Was this in your dreams? Like, were you asleep while this was happening, or?
That's just on the Cervelia. Anyway, I got to capture myself.
What about so
Harper's going to be good.
okay?
There you go. Harper will be good.
What about Heppy after he's done a few muzzers? Do you reckon, and got towed up by Finn across the table from me? Do you reckon he's going to be coming in with some red hot form?
Happy is a very good TTer. Potentially.
Do you know I was pleasantly surprised on the start list was number 2 there, Tarley,
Yeah.
Friend of
Yeah,
the
how
show.
exciting.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Wasn't he our first audience member?
Yes, he was.
He was, yep.
Let's go.
He's very slippery on a TT.
He's tiny.
Yep.
After staying with him in Bright, he's on, I reckon.
Yeah,
Wee.
you
for a
heard
good
it
time.
here first.
Oh.
Yeah. I've put Tarley down as someone to watch in the road race too.
Yeah. So under 23 men's, who are we looking at there?
Oh, it's our boy.
Finn. Finn's
The
feeling
Finn.
slippery.
Yeah, he's looking slippery.
Tell us about your setup, mate, real quick.
Yeah, so I bought Josh Bikos BMC a
Okay.
few months ago, and
Very nice.
yeah, running it with Shram at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Some
1 by?
2 by
2 by?
2 by with some Pasquest chain rings, and then
What size chain rings you got?
5210.
Oh,
That's
you
my
need
max.
you need bigger.
Yeah.
Jesus, mate. What are you trying to do? Go up the hill slow?
Yeah.
Can you not get a bigger chain ring?
I can, not for 2 by. I could get a 1 by, bigger one.
You swap it out.
Yeah.
come and grab mine, mate.
Is that just because it doesn't fit on the frame, or is that?
The SRAM setup.
Just well, not really big.
We
for
love
just for more like training. It was a bit better to, I don't know, spend the money on a full 1 by, not really be able to train on it in Brisbane.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, well, that's all right. And then
Like
you got
5210's pretty big. Like
the 10 makes a big
it's the
difference.
same as a 5811.
There you go.
Yeah. You're right. Dead right.
But
Yeah,
you
the 10 makes-
full cross chain ring in, like, jeez.
Or just grinding on the derailleur.
Freebs is actually internally having a conniption right now. He's struggling to maintain his composure in that he's like, you're losing watts, bro.
Yeah.
He's upset. He's
Are you
visibly
waxing your
upset.
chain?
Yep. Yeah, waxing it.
Good. What else you got, mate? What's the wheels? What wheels are we running?
Running a
Notice.
full disc on the back, thanks to Tom Coates.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tandem. always hooking me up lately.
Yep.
And
As they do.
got an 808 on the front.
Nice.
Ooh, thick boy.
Oh, yeah.
That'll go well.
They'll
What
catch,
tyres?
They'll catch the wind nicely.
The Aero Mark 3.
Yeah, got the Goodyear on the front.
Okay.
From
The
this year.
The
Goodyear.
TT.
Yeah, Goodyear TT. This just
Okay.
from the
That's
team,
pretty quick, actually.
Team one
Is it?
from this year on
Yeah.
the 808, and then I think it's got a Conti on the back.
Yep.
I think I
GP.
may change it to double Conti.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. Contis are fast.
Yeah.
Proven.
Helmet.
I've got the Remco.
Oh,
The silly helmet.
The Darth
Are you
Vader.
going, are you going to go the snood?
I had to snip it off.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Like Jim Bob sleeves.
Yeah. I'll wait for all the comments on my Instagram again.
Yeah.
The big snood. And skin suit.
Yeah.
Body wrap.
Yeah. Body wrap one.
Perfect.
Is it good skin suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Wind tunnel tested.
I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Aero bra
can't
underneath. Is
say.
it a textured fabric on the
Yeah,
arms, or is it
textured fabric.
the ribbed ones where you?
This is
Yeah.
good. This is good.
Textured, yeah.
Yep.
Keep him in the favourites.
Very
Lovely.
good. So, yeah,
Is it like so tight that it's like an effort to get on?
Yeah.
that's good.
Nice.
That's what you
That's
want.
what you want.
Yeah.
Dislocate some shoulders trying to
You
get
just
it
got to
on.
re-stitch it back on.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at as your main contenders, mate?
I'd say Marriage, definitely favourite.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's always solid, and the TT is solid at Bright. Same with Will Holmes as well, and Fergus Browning.
Yeah, Fergus.
Yeah.
Well.
Nice.
Yeah, they would have been my picks.
What about Johnny Carter?
Yeah, I reckon he's
Yeah.
got a good TT in him.
He's got a great TT in him. He's just bigger lad.
Yeah.
Fun.
A lot of power.
Yep.
What do you reckon about the hill in the course? What are you thinking about that? Obviously,
I'm
you're
not sure.
worried
I
about
haven't
it, but
reconned it yet. Like, you only really know a course until you ride it.
yeah, that is
The
true.
profile says a lot.
Goes up, and then it goes flattens off for a bit, and then goes again.
I reckon the hill will be nothing in it.
Yeah, what I've heard from John, he lives down in Perth, is that it's quite fast.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Especially
quick
like
course.
that one corner going down the hill. He said it was like full lean the bike,
Full
Yeah.
send.
and then that like back end of the course is really fast as well.
Yeah.
Rip it and rip it through the
Yeah.
Full
corner.
Quinn Simmons spec.
Yeah, that was
a sick photo.
a sick photo.
All
Well,
right.
that's exciting. That's the men's.
Yeah, that's the men's TT. What do we reckon about the women's? They're off on Thursday afternoon for the elite women.
Sorry to cut in. Are they televising the TT?
That's a very good question. I'm unsure.
Yeah,
They
I'm
never
also-
do normally.
Yeah, we'll see highlights. I'm sure,
You'd probably be able to watch it on Facebook or something like that.
Yeah.
but I reckon Brody for the women's.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's a done deal.
yep. But
Done deal. Don't even bother rocking up everyone
Yeah.
else.
So
She's
there's
got
no
it.
Grace Brown because she's retired.
she's retired. She definitely.
the goat of women's time trialing.
Yeah.
I reckon one to watch would be Emily Watts. She's
What a good name.
I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. What a
Mm.
killer name.
she's very good on a TT
She was meant to be a
bike.
cyclist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, we've got a couple locals actually, Madison Taylor and Ness Namfra.
Yeah,
doing
good
the
luck to
TT,
them.
So that'll be good to see.
That'll be awesome.
Yep, and
Women's 23s.
yeah, like it's a hard one to pick. Obviously, us over here,
We don't have a lot of exposure
yeah,
to
we
them.
don't have a lot of exposure, but names that stand out to me: Mackenzie Copeland, Hayley Fuller. They're all strong cyclists. So we'll see where they end up.
Lovely.
Can't wait for the TT.
Yeah,
That's your
it's a-
jam, isn't it?
Oh, it's excited about
It's a
it.
good jam.
You sit down on the couch there with a bit of a stiffy and just
I'll be popping threads, Jim Bob.
and have a beer and just really let it all go, don't you?
So I've just had a look. SBS is live streaming the elite criteriums under 23 road race, both men and women's, and the elites road race, nothing else.
Okay.
So time trials won't be.
Oh, well.
Bugger.
We'll just have to watch you on YouTube.
Moving on to the crit then. So if we look at that course, what is it? It's
L
like
shape.
a upside down L shape, pan flat, 6 corners.
Yep.
What do we think distance wise? What's the
What do we got? It's a 1.2 kilometer course.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So there's a bit of distance in between those corners, but not heaps. It's basically none to length,
Mate, those corners will have an impact.
massively.
For sure. You got to know how to corner a bike and position well.
And it's all rights, isn't it? And there's a left as well.
So
Right.
All
right,
rights.
Right. All rights.
yeah, all rights, and
Oh.
one left after. So
Yeah.
sorry, the
What?
first corners are left, and then everything's
There you
right
go.
after that.
Yeah, okay.
We know what we're talking about here on the backside.
Yeah.
We'll scrub that bit out, hopefully.
Leave it in.
Work to do.
Leave
you.
it in.
Well,
No, it's going to be a
that's
tough course. I reckon the corners are going to have an impact.
not- Yep.
And the other thing that's going to be interesting is just the fact there's not a lot of teams in there. Like, there's 3 Jayco riders. I think that's all there is.
Yep.
you've got the big Wombat solo. So there's the favourites aren't exactly lined up with big lead outs.
Yeah, correct. But I reckon the number one favourite would be Finn's brother.
Yeah, I reckon so. The big L.
Yep.
The big L.
Big L.
The big L. He is in
gonna
some
get a big W.
serious form at the moment. He cleaned up at Nats on the track the other week. Was it Nats that he?
Yeah, National Omnium.
Yeah, he won the National Omnium.
Pumped him.
Like complete domination.
It's a bit like Mums.
Yeah. Yeah, it was impressive.
Mate, his form towards the back of last year was
so good.
very impressive.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's just carrying that through.
I think every man wants to be described as that.
Dominant.
Complete domination.
You're welcome, Liam.
He'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Liam to roll the Wombat.
Yeah,
the
cool.
Wombat's Sam Wellsford, everyone.
So there's no...
Thank you for clearing that up.
There's no Caleb Ewan. There's no... what's his name? Who rides for De Koenig Alpecin?
Caden Groves.
Caden Groves.
Yeah, that's a shame.
You could almost like it's a bit of a gentle field.
It is a little bit.
Does that make it more of a lottery for a break?
It does.
Oh, it won't be a break, I don't think.
Who's going to control it?
Everyone just naturally.
Yeah.
Everyone's just chasing each other down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a war,
It's
a war of
grit,
attrition.
so-
Good old-fashioned World Fest.
A dark horse. He's a mate of mine, Stevie Hall. He is the Western Australian Criterium champion,
Oh.
and he is a weapon. So keep an eye on him. He loves a crit.
And if you're in Brisbane, it's Thursday, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And we can watch that.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
prime
Friday.
time.
Sorry, Friday the 10th.
Prime
Friday
time.
the 10th. Yeah.
Crack
Is
a
that
beer
the
and watch
day
it.
before the road race?
For the
Ah.
under 23s? It is.
Oh, yeah.
23s
No.
is.
Well, that's why
Is
you're not
that
doing it.
The reason you're not doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, nice.
Smart. Put your legs up,
What?
mate.
So, what do we reckon about the women's?
Well, it's a mixed race. It's under 23s and the elites, which it's
Always the case.
is always the case. It'd be nice eventually.
As
We're
the numbers
getting there.
swell.
Yeah,
As the numbers swell.
As the numbers swell, but I reckon Ruby Roseman get him for sure.
I think you're right there, Shawnee.
Yep. And then there's a few other hitters. Alexander Manley, she's one to watch. I don't know what her crit ability's like.
Has she changed teams? Or
Yeah,
is
she's with Sadal now.
So she's not leading out Ruby Roseman again, and she's
Nope.
going to be competing with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
she's got Anya Lowe as a teammate. So,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that makes things a little more interesting,
Yeah.
hey? Like,
That'd be good.
and then we've got our good friend Quinn Finlay.
Another friend of the show.
Yep.
Yep.
Competing in
Had
the
her anniversary here
Yep.
on the show.
Yep. Yep.
That's right.
do you know where I went the other day and I just saw all of Brisbane cycling hanging out? Is it
Black
Everton
Sheep.
Park?
99 bucks.
99 bucks.
I know. You walk in there and it's, oh, hey.
I was
hey.
like, am I at an A-grade race here and everyone's just hanging out? Like,
Yeah.
But like, sorry, I'm taking this on a little bit of a segue because,
We love a segue.
well, we love Everton Park 99 bikes. Like,
My bike was in the next day after yours
yeah,
with
yeah.
Joshy.
With Joshy,
Yeah, getting dialed.
best mechanic in town.
No, he is.
Mm.
MVM.
I reckon that'd be a really fun place to work, hey?
Yeah, I think they're like, Quinn was saying they're like trying to pie off like applications because everyone wants to work there.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I would want to work there too.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that looks like a really fun place to work.
it does.
And Quinn
But
works there.
Quinn works there and she's been putting in the hard yards. So I'm
That's
excited to see how she goes, not only in the crit, but in the road race too. So
Training like a pro.
Absolutely.
Is it pro?
exactly.
It's a
Training
pro.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So under 23 is Saturday.
For the road race?
Road race, yeah.
Yep.
So on to the road race.
Yep.
Very
So,
good.
Here we go.
The
Yeah.
big dance, the
big-
one that everyone's here for.
Big dance.
So let's have a look at that course.
Under 19s first at 9:30 a.m., which
Yep.
is what 11:30 our time.
Yep. And then
That's not being streamed, just live streamed, just so everyone knows
Okay,
on
thank
SBS.
Cool.
Finn, mate, you've obviously had a look at the course. You've dissected it. What do you think, mate? Tell
Yeah,
us your
it's
thoughts.
a lot different to Buninyong, obviously. So,
Absolutely.
I think it'll deliver like an exciting race. So,
What's your prediction for your race, the under 23 race?
like the result, or
Just how it will finish. Will it be a bunch finish or a breakaway finish?
How's the course going to affect the race?
you never know. Like it really depends on like what happens in the race. There's definitely potential for it to be a breakaway win, like a sprint, obviously.
It's cool that it offers up so many variables, I reckon. Like,
Oh, it's random.
it is, yeah.
So you've got a number of switchback corners in there. We've got a few punchy lumps. It is almost like a reverse H shape. And you've got the wind.
Looks like a dinosaur to me.
It does, yeah.
Looks like something. Anyway,
Dinosaur head on the greyhound body.
it's going to be in the Arvo, so it's going to be blowy. It's going to be pretty windy. You reckon there's room
She's at the top of the hill there too.
for echelons?
Yep.
Or do you reckon the straights aren't long enough to really...
I don't reckon the straights are long enough.
Mate, I reckon it's just what's going to happen is you have to come out of those corners like full gas, and if there is a crosser when you're trying to come out, you're just going to get pounded by that. So I reckon there's going to be it's just going to be out of every corner. It's going to be full jam for ages. It's
Just a war of attrition.
It'd be a war of attrition.
Yeah.
They might let a break go so it calms it down, but who the hell's going to chase it back?
Well, that's the question.
What do you reckon, Finn?
Yeah, I reckon the course it should be an interesting race.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's going to be quite windy across that riverfront.
Yeah,
she's at the top.
Mounts Bay Road.
So
Yeah.
Well, it goes down along Mounts Bay Road, so that's right on the river.
Yeah.
So it looks like you can have a cross tail along the river there.
Yeah, that might be where it goes into the gutter.
Or a full tail.
Ooh, could be a tailie. That'll be fast.
yeah.
Would that nullify the wind though? Because the rest of it, like obviously the wind comes almost
That'd be taily. If it's a
Taily.
southwesterly, yeah.
the only straight that's long enough to really have
Yeah.
an effect on it.
The doctor come in and hot.
Mate, you got to watch out for it.
Why is it called a doctor?
Make sure you put the shiny side in.
It's just another thing wrong with cricket.
I don't think it's a cricket thing. I think it's just a WA thing.
Yeah, it's a WA thing.
Well, I mean,
The other thing you do is take a sailboat down there along the river.
really?
Swan
just
River.
Keep a sail in your back pocket, mate.
Yeah.
Just put it up.
Yeah. This may be a cycling podcast, but we cover all sports. Pick your sailboat up or cricket bat.
Just hoist it out.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Cut that out, please.
Anyway,
So we've had a look at the course. What do we think for the start list for the men's?
I reckon Javine.
You reckon
Again.
it's his course?
I just reckon he can. I reckon he can pull something out of that. He's been training well. He's just got.
is that because he
He's just got to
didn't he
keep
do
it
the
upright.
same route as you did the other day?
Yeah,
Is that why you said he's
just in
training well?
reverse. Yeah, yeah.
I've heard that was a bit of a gnarly ride.
The Bunchy Fernvale.
No, him and Ben Carmen.
Oh yeah,
That looked like it was disgusting.
yeah.
Well, I think the stats was like only like 5 or 6
5
minutes.
hours.
Yeah, but 6 minutes like elapsed time, but difference between their moving and elapsed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the dream, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That was
Is it?
like my ride.
What about
yesterday.
coffee?
That was my. What are you doing? When's the water bottle stop?
Lovely. Okay, we digress. Back to the men's start list. Freebs, what are your picks? If you're putting $100 on, what's your punt?
It's going to come down to a couple of things. One, I think there's a couple of young people that will just surf some trains, and I think they could do really well. Which is Zach Marriage, we spoke about earlier. I think he could go real well.
This in the under 23 race?
We talking about the Open or under 23?
Elites.
Ah, fuck.
We're leaving that in.
He's on fire.
We're leaving that in.
But what do you reckon
All right.
for the elites?
For
Freebs?
elites, I think it's going to go hard to go past the Wombat again.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I think Liam's going to go real well. I think if he can hang on, I think it'll be hard to beat. So I think those two are absolutely favourites, and I don't know if those climbers can do the damage like even Harper and Jay and those guys. I'd hope like if they're in a break, maybe they can do it, but I don't know if they've got the firepower at the end.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't it be so good if it was the Walsh brothers one?
Oh,
1-1.
Just like Muzz.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like Mars back, it would be like
jeez.
premonition for the rest of the year.
At least that would all make us feel good for
It would.
getting fisted every Saturday.
God,
You love it.
you feel hopeless, don't you? Man? Anyway,
A dark horse for the elites, Brady Gilmore.
Nice.
very good.
Yeah.
In my sports bet, I've got Durbo, Kello, and Kane Richards for the break. I reckon they're pretty solid picks to go up the road early.
Yeah.
And be difficult to bring back. A couple of big horses. with
Kane
big
loves the
engines.
break in the Nats.
What about Maxi Campbell in the break?
Yeah, I reckon.
Another favourite of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not full bottle on Max's form, but if I reckon he's definitely up there. He's another big engine, and if he'd be in good company if he was out front with those boys.
And he'd be able to hold the shoe too, I reckon.
He would.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
The only one we haven't spoken about is Plappy.
Yeah.
Oof.
Can he go? Is it the 4-peat?
It's a 4-peat.
It's a 4-peat. That's incredible if he can do it.
I just don't think the course is suited to him.
Yeah, if it was Buninyong, I'd probably have him down there with Jay. But
If it's a bunch kick, it's definitely the Wombat.
Yep. Or Walshy.
Yeah.
Walshy in my sports bet is I've put $100 on him.
I've got him each way.
In Jim Bob's special sports bet.
Mate, in my sports bet,
Yeah.
that's where he's at.
Nice.
I love it.
I don't, yeah, maybe to win, don't know. Well, if he places, then he pays anyway. So that's my bet.
So work on that, please.
Yep.
So that's Sunday, 4:30.
It is. So 6:30.
No,
so
4:30
4:30 our time. So it'll be finishing just as I'm ready to go to bed. Thank you.
bloody hell.
Oh, I'm sure they did that just for you.
Yeah.
And the women's is beforehand. So 12:45 our time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the filming,
That'll be live stream for sure.
Oh, it is, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it's starting bang on. Oh, yeah, it's starting at 12:30.
Yep.
So that'll
good.
be great.
I'm
See?
picking Ruby for that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably her course, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
Don't forget Brody.
yeah,
Yeah, Brody's up there.
Brody's always one to watch, and like
Rosie Talbot's been doing well too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So looking at the women's, there's no one with, maybe Liv Jaco have 5 riders. Who are Praddy's cycling team? Yeah, they've got 6 people. I mean, we're looking at this and there's not a hot, Butterfields have a few guys. Who's going to take charge of that, similar to the men's race?
It'll be Jaco just rolling.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
talk about Jaco now?
And their kit.
Yes.
Please.
What do we reckon?
Fucking fire.
Yeah, I agree.
Fire.
Oh, I reckon it's the best fucking kit that's been released ever.
It's insane.
It's fucking delicious.
I reckon
Fucking
they
all
got
of
some
it.
inspiration from another team.
Yeah,
You reckon?
Oh, they took it off Cache, did they?
Yeah, it's
Get the purple going.
The purple and the green.
It's a good combo.
It is a great
Sure.
combo.
No,
In fact, I'm sad.
I like the grey Nicks, hey.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of it from top to tail. Like they have
Yeah,
done
looks
helmet, bike,
Looks real good.
everything dialed.
Yeah, it's
Fuck yeah.
definitely Jaco. Well, yeah, it's their best kit ever.
Ever.
Yeah, and I reckon Giant Sales will actually propel.
Oh,
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Absolutely keep that in. Someone's going to get a call up for marketing. For
I reckon they're going to skyrocket just because of the look that Jaco are bringing to the World Tour now.
What do you reckon about MAP?
Yeah, I love it. I love an Australian brand being.
Melbourne apparel.
Well, here's some like a discussion point. That MAP is a bit like on the elite side of things for the general. I know all of you guys are air graders, but the general public, do we think it's actually going to continue?
Oh, that'll send them north.
Absolutely.
That'll repel them more than All Giant.
Yeah, but I
Propel.
think
Sean started it.
It's the word of the day. We might call this episode Propel.
It is. It's done.
I'm going to finish it. We're not dropping Propel in anymore. Propel's dead.
No, I think Map will go through the roof on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I
a very
agree.
clever move from an Australian company. I think
I agree.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
I think it's awesome.
Question marks over their fabrics for TT suits and stuff, but often they also have a separate supplier for that and just
Exactly.
brand it separately. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's a great move for an Australian company to join an Australian team. I think it's really cool, and I'm looking
So
forward
do
to
I.
seeing
Yeah, I reckon
the
that's sick.
success of it.
If only that Australian team had more Australian riders
Oh
on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress again. Let's get back to the...
I
Well-
thought the Aussies were back.
The Aussies back.
Well,
the Nats.
they sacked half the Aussies on the Australian team, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
That's okay. It's a sore spot, isn't it?
they? Mm.
It is. So, well, that's pretty well Nats. Is that Nats covered?
That's covers Nats.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we picked the brain of the young fella across the table well enough on this one though just yet. I reckon I'd love to know a bit more about what he's thinking of doing himself. I know you don't give it all away yet.
No, we can't ask him about
No,
his
he doesn't
race
know exact
tactics.
tactics, but who's you gonna follow some moves? What's your plans?
I'll have to wait till the team's management, I reckon.
What?
Managers
Oh,
meeting.
great.
But,
Yeah.
Good
Media
answer.
trained.
Yeah.
Good answer.
That was a great answer.
Yeah.
but, the course looks. I mean, anything can happen in that race. So
Well, I mean, obviously, Finn, your attributes is like you have a great 5-minute power.
The best.
Great 5
In-
to 6 minute power.
Yeah, in
So-
Southeast Queensland.
I mean,
He's just gonna go with about 3 categories. He's gonna just light it up.
Yeah.
just zoom to that finish line. Mate, we'll all be cheering you on back here, so good luck next weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch.
where we're
Cannot
super
wait to
excited
watch.
Yeah,
about.
we'll be watching, that's for sure.
Actually, quick question. When it was at Buninyong, everyone was doing Coot-tha laps.
Yeah.
Laps and laps and laps and laps of Coot-tha because it was a good sim. Has there been any sim training for this course?
Nothing
Simulation.
like sims. It's just been like a lot of sprint efforts.
Yeah, right.
It's a
wow.
corners,
That,
mate.
like just for the finish, basically. So,
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
That's interesting.
So like 30-30 stuff or?
Yeah, 30-30s and max sprints.
What
and
about
10-20s.
Oh, sorry.
Just
Yeah.
dumping 1,500 watts, mate.
Please.
Plus. And what about like your nutrition just leading up to it? No dose.
And
No,
sugar.
I think that's a good point because
That's it.
it's got potential to be 40 degrees. 40 degrees.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
a
because
lot
I
of
saw
like
Max Campbell doing heaps of heat training. So
yeah, a lot of heat work, saunas and active stuff as well.
Oh, you're in the saunas
Yeah.
at the uni.
I bought myself one of those little tent.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
saunas, yeah.
I'm sure your parents are loving the electricity bill.
Yeah.
It's on solar, mate.
Run it off the solar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. We're in Brisbane. Everyone's got solar.
Jeez, it's been a bit grim here though. Too
So
much
heat training,
Anyway,
so
sorry.
just sitting in the sauna?
Yeah. So sauna and then like jackets on the wind trainer or
Yeah.
jackets like for the last
Oh, that's
hour
my
or two on
worst.
the road.
worst nightmare.
Out on the road too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, the trainer's probably better.
Yeah.
I do that most of the time, but whacking a jacket on for the last hour of your endurance ride.
To
a lot
be
easier
fair,
to do.
Lambo was doing that a few months back, riding around in a gilet with these arm warmers on. And I was like, mate, that looks uncomfortable. And
Sean was doing that the other week at Coot-tha as well.
No,
he was doing a bit of heat work.
It was a summer jersey. It was a summer long sleeve.
Oh,
Oh,
Fun
yeah.
safe.
yeah, right.
There we
mate.
go.
Secret training,
Sounds
secret
very dodgy to me.
TSS.
So yeah, is your nutrition changing back to?
No, we're still sponsored by Morden again.
Yeah.
what a
Nice.
great sponsor.
That's a good sponsor.
Yeah, really good. So just run like 110 an hour.
Yeah.
Standard for like
Bit of bicarb. Any of that happening this year?
for the TT, yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's not really applicable for the road race
Yeah.
unless you're going, full gas
Just half an
first lap.
Well-
Just on that, wasn't Mike Woods
Yeah.
in the Worlds last year having his
Breakfast.
bicarb breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
Like-
neutral, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like scoffing it down.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much testing on it in terms of the longer effects. Like, you're definitely 3, 5, 10, 20 minute, whatever it is. But 3, 5, 7, 8 hours, whatever it is for the Worlds, there's no testing on it yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that evolves in the next couple of years, I reckon. It could be a thing to watch.
Very much so. What about a bit of chat about actually having the event in Perth?
Mhm.
So the start list for the elite men is 65 guys, and we used to have 120, 130 plus down at Buninyong. Have we muffed it up there?
Why do we reckon there's such a low number? Do you think it's the cost of getting over there, or
Personally, I reckon. Flights to Perth aren't cheap.
no?
I think you're talking about a $3,000 round trip,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
as opposed to what you might get away with. I don't know, Finn.
'Cause you gotta-
A lot of
You-
people drive down
Drive, yeah.
Yeah.
from Sydney or Melbourne.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can't
And-
drive from Brizzy.
No.
Absolutely not. And the majority of athletes live on the East Coast, with the exception of probably a pretty big hub in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Perth does have a scene, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the size of Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne.
Crowds will be interesting. See what happens
the
with the
crowds are going to be off chops.
Yeah.
You reckon?
That's word on the street.
They love it there.
Yep. Pedal Mafia have
Yeah, I
set
saw
up
that.
Pedal Mafia Hill,
Yeah.
and it's going to be wild.
I hope it is.
Sponsored by Little Creatures.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good fun.
Yeah.
Great brewery. Great brewery.
I mean,
Had
it's
one or
it's
two
in the
there.
main city, so like
It's
compared
cool.
to, compared to Ballarat, like
Yeah, that's,
Oh, mate.
I reckon it'll be really nice.
but that's kind of sad that they're like the numbers are low.
Should Cycling Australia have subsidised riders to go across? Obviously, they went over for monetary reasons. The WA government has given them money. Should they be subsidising?
Sharing that back.
It's
Like if you're-
not a bad shout.
If you're a
Just a
pro,
little flight voucher.
yeah, if you're a pro Conti rider, they
little $200, $300 flight voucher.
yeah.
Like you're not flush with money. like not many cyclists are.
I mean,
No, not 20 when they're 20.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And if you're under
20
19s, you're probably relying on mum and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23, they might help you out a bit, but you're probably on your own, and
Yeah.
then, unless your team's paying for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
then-
if we want to develop them from the younger age, that's what we've got to do to support
But
them.
the other argument is, I guess, the people from WA have always had to just travel the same thing. So
Yeah, but like that doesn't. Yes, they do, but the numbers don't equal.
Exactly.
I know.
Yes.
I agree.
The amount that's coming from our side to that side.
Yeah, I think it's more convenient, obviously, being in Ballarat. But I mean, if you're training, 3 months for a national title,
You pay whatever.
yeah,
You're getting there.
That's it.
To
You
get
find
there
a way.
like imagine working for 3 months.
for no pay.
I mean, obviously it is a thing. Otherwise, we would have 130 guys on the start line. So
Yeah.
it's
But-
obviously a
But,
But-
do you
there's-
think it's not the elite of ones rather
That's what
than
I'm
like
saying.
just maybe 60 of those that are getting dropped?
You're not getting the mass World Tour guys back this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The mass.
Yeah.
the Europe guys as well.
To be fair, another argument I would make is I would have thought there would be more people on the start list, especially from the Masters division, because the course isn't as selective as, say, a Mount Buninyong. Obviously, Mount Buninyong, you've got to ride 18 times at 6 minutes for 400 watts. Like that's pretty prohibitive for everyone. Whereas this one has, I can't remember, that was 12 laps and 2 sort of punchy climbs, 2-minute punchy climbs. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot less selective. I would have thought there'd be more of the Masters guys go over and have a crack at it, but yeah, you haven't seen that either.
Just local Masters guys in Perth.
Yeah.
Timmy Bates, he's lining up. So
Saw that.
yeah.
I mean, another argument for that could be that maybe people are looking to see how the first year goes.
I was gonna
and
say
then
that.
next year's going to be off the chain.
If it's a good year,
Yeah.
if it's a good event, like next year could be off the chain.
yeah, okay, they get a free pass the first year.
I
then.
think so.
Yeah. They did have to mix it up too. Like
Yeah, it was
100%.
getting a bit.
how many years was it in Ballarat?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can't just keep doing it for the road race it is for like a climber.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you got to give everyone else a chance.
And like this course is exciting because it can finish in so many ways.
Yeah.
Whereas Ballarat, it's always a reduced bunch or a breakaway.
It's who can climb up the hill enough times at the prescribed power, whereas you've got obviously those U-turns, you've got the punchy climbs, you've got the wind, there's a lot of aspects to it. I think another thing as well, something that you touched on, Shreds, before, is the fact that because it's in Perth, it's going to be prime time viewership for East Coast.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get like nighttime viewing as
Yeah.
opposed to...
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just going to be
Maybe
so
the
good.
TV rights are worse.
Yeah.
SBS paying well.
Yeah, it must be. If you can just a couple other questions on the weather.
Yeah, it's quite sunny today.
It's mild. Humidity's at 73%.
That was a great response.
What are you thinking, mate? Like, there's probably zero chance of rain. Yeah.
I'm not no expert on the weather.
Not a-
but
Why not?
Direct line to the weatherman.
Yeah. Also, no talk of the weather. That's like you can absolutely curse yourself. No. You can't say there's definitely not going to be rain.
It is
Because
what
you
it
know
is.
what's going to happen?
Mate,
It's going to
Shreds has
fucking
parked ya.
pour.
It'll
It is
be
what it
hot
is.
for sure, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
I looked
Hot
at the
and windy.
forecast and it was like 28 for the TT and maybe like
When has the weatherman ever been right?
Exactly.
Not in Brisbane.
Not in Brisbane anyway. So just don't curse it.
I'm not cursing. I'm just intrigued to know if he thinks how he's going to change his approach. But anyway,
Leave it alone,
we'll
brother.
Yeah,
Leave
don't touch the weatherman.
Oh, all right. I'll leave it alone. I think it's quite interesting.
Well, should we wrap up the Nats then?
I think
That's
so.
right.
Yep.
I think so. I'm looking forward to next weekend. It's going to try and get some time to get on the couch and watch that.
Yeah.
Make it a family affair. Get the girls in now.
I don't think my kids will be that interested. Oh, maybe they will. Pink bike.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pink bike.
love a pink bike.
Who's
And
got a
purple.
pink bike?
No, the girls love spotting a pink bike on TV. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
when you drive past and you spot a pink car. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
they go-
maybe try and start with the purple.
Yeah,
Because you've got
because-
more chance.
Yeah.
I like what you've done there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local racing. Shawnee, where we at?
Well, there hasn't been much. It's only been the New Year's Day crit. And our boy Liam Walsh won it. The whole podium is off to Nats and all potential podium getters over at Nats. So we had
Amazing.
Kane Richards second and Tyler Tompkinson third. So
By all accounts, it looked like a really tough race down there, the New Year's Day
Yeah.
crit on the GC.
I think Kano
Windy.
did 400 watts for the hour.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. I think he needs a new power meter too.
What did Liam say, Finn? What did Liam say about the win? Did he say he absolutely drilled it, or
yeah, he was quite happy with it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I can his terminology is controversial.
Oh,
not appropriate for the airwaves?
bit of brother love.
I heard it was a hard race and yeah, it was good competition.
nice.
Nice.
Came down to a good last lap.
It was live streamed. I was tuning into a little bit of it, and Liam was racing very smartly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always does that.
Looked like everyone else was strung out, pulling big turns, trying to chase him down as well.
Yeah.
Love to see that. That's great racing.
Yeah. And the females had a hit out too. And Emily Sanders, she got the dub over Katie Menzies. So good little hit out there too. But
All from the Gold Coast.
All from the Gold Coast.
It's always windy at Luke Harrop. You never get
Yarvies.
Yeah. Even in the mornings, like
Just the wind's always blowing there.
always blowing.
It's quite open.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exposed. Upcoming races, I don't think there are any for the next week or two until Muzz is
Upcoming
back.
races is Nats and then TDU.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's upcoming races.
the big show.
Yeah.
Well, you got Pro Velo kicking off.
Straight after.
Well,
just before,
yeah,
actually.
just
Yeah, you're
before
right.
the men's Tour Down Under kicks off. It's on the same weekend as women's Tour
Correct.
Down Under, isn't it?
Yeah, they're leveraging some of the same climbs.
Yeah. Are they?
Same. Yeah, the Wollonga Hill's the same day, I think.
Oh, cool. That's cool. You might have a bit of a spectacle. That'd be cool.
Don't sound so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
Oh.
he's focused on
I'm super
national.
excited. Looks like really well organised. Should be a good series.
Yeah.
I want
Plenty of
to.
hitters on the start line.
At Pro Velo. I
Yep.
haven't even looked at a start list.
It's huge.
yet.
Yeah.
100 something.
Really?
Yeah, it's massive.
Holy.
That's where they all are.
I was
All
gonna
stars.
throw a few things in here today about Pro Velo, but I'm waiting to talk to a few other people in the next coming days to sort of get a bit more insight into how it's all put together, and then yeah.
Well, I think there's because of the under 23 contract that Jayco are putting forward,
Oh, yeah.
that's changing the entire mix of the race. So
Absolutely.
anyone that's older than 24, like obviously want to win, but the 23-year-olds and under are like going to give their left whatever
Absolutely.
Yeah.
for
Leg.
it. So
And rightly so too. I'd be doing the same if I was in.
yeah, and that's like
23.
I know the teams down in Adelaide. I know they've already built the teams around one person.
Yep.
Which doesn't tend to happen as much. So that to have actually a leader and everyone working for one person is going to, I think, be very interesting. How
you're more racing for the overall win.
Yeah, it's going to be really
someone
interesting.
putting
Yeah.
multiple people in different
It's all about getting someone on a
positions
world
to-
tour contract. That's so it's-
Our boy Finn's up for it too. He's
Mate,
under
yeah.
23.
I reckon he's a real chance.
Yeah.
Mate, what's the party going to be like if you win that?
Jesus. I think Backside Poddy will have to
Probably
do
no
something.
party because he'll be straight into training.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Jim Bob won't hear
I
anything
will
about
not
it.
hear about it.
One cheat day,
Jim Bob will be going full froth for you.
Yeah,
Don't
mate.
worry.
not
You
just
win that.
KFC, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a Tower burger.
A Zinger Tower.
That's a new one.
It's an old. It's just they used to make them.
Well, yeah, that is exciting, isn't it, Finn? That
Yeah,
you do have that potential
definitely,
of
yeah.
winning a Stagiaire ride.
Are you do you think about it much, or are you trying not to?
I'm focusing on nationals. at the
Yeah.
Yeah,
moment.
okay.
And then, I mean, we've got a really good team for the Pro Velo.
Yeah.
So a lot of under 23s on it. So
Yep.
yeah,
How are CKH doing it? Are they putting in just the one team, or are they putting in a couple teams? Because you got a big squad.
just one team.
One
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Okay.
Can't put more than one in.
So, and is that team just going to be full of under 23 riders, or are you going to have some senior riders
Yeah.
in there too?
Yeah, under 23s, and then all stacked.
Yeah.
So
Geez, it's going to be
It's
interesting.
on, mate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong.
It's gonna be awesome.
It'd be good if CKH could put in like, all right, we'll have our under 23 team, and then
No,
We'll-
absolutely not.
We'll
That'd be
wear,
sick.
We'll wear a
No.
I'll be
different.
up for that.
We'll wear a different body wrap jersey.
No, because the senior team or the guys with it aren't 23s. Just you basically have a team that's double the size and
Yeah.
they just ride the front. Nah, absolutely not.
It'd be
Not
right,
about
Jimbo.
that.
Calm down, mate.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'll tell you what's exciting is the big Wangs is racing
Is he
Yeah, he
Pro
is.
Velo.
as an individual?
Oh.
No, he's in a team.
Is he?
He's in a team.
What team's
So,
he part of?
Guest picks,
Guess
Nice.
There's a few Masters boys in there, which is good to see.
mate. Not bad for 46.
Mm-hmm.
not bad at all.
Shit, yeah.
The Wang.
Going well.
The
I
Wang.
think he did 1,300 Ks Christmas week.
That's a standard week for the Wang.
No, it was ridiculous.
That blows my head off my
Puts us all
shoulders.
to shame.
Even trains
doesn't
more
he?
than Finn does.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, Finn's going to put Wang to the sword.
it'll be interesting to see how he goes. I don't know. I reckon he'll go all right. Go there, 46-year-olds. Anyone over 40 is doing well.
Should we quickly have a quick rundown on the backside segment for the week?
Yes, yes.
Matty G's been eyeing up your KOM. He did a 6:59.
Oh.
Yeah,
No heart rate though.
he was just cruising that.
Didn't happen.
400 watts less than you.
He's gone
Yeah.
naked, no heart rate.
Yeah, exactly. And we had Levi Doherty 721 for 418 watts.
That's big.
That's solid. He's pushing some power there. 418. Adam Seagal, is he a
Brother of Stephen.
Yeah, is he a movie star or what?
He's- They can do it all.
7:35, and then it was a tight battle for the women this week. 11:10, 11:10, 11:12.
Oh, I
Jeez,
love
Always
that.
like that.
2 seconds separating our top three. And
Was it all on the same day? Were they rolling
no,
it together?
No, they weren't.
Oh, wow.
All separate days too. So we had Aaliyah Caligaris.
Must weigh the same as
Yeah.
Your nifty Nas.
Yep.
Nifty Naz,
Nifty
because
Naz.
she's exactly the same watts.
Yeah, 11,
crazy,
10,
isn't it?
201. That
Yeah.
is crazy.
Do you know what I'd love to see is the actual stats on how many times it's been completed? Because you've obviously got Ren's numbers in there. There's
Is
probably
he local legend, surely?
Oh, it has to be.
Surely it is.
I mean, that's probably the most times I've climbed
I don't know,
Coot-tha
I
in a
think
week
Ducker
in a
would have
long
got all
time.
the tools to
Yeah.
keep it.
Ducker's like quietly just like having palpitations
Yeah.
in the corner, mate.
He's like, got to take it back.
I've got to get back.
take
I've got to
it
get I've got to get it back. I've got to get it back.
Ren is not the local legend.
No, there's someone who's like,
Some fella's done it
120?
186 times.
Oh,
That's
my Lord.
I
Okay,
don't think
can we
I've-
get him on the podcast? Because
CW.
he's our number one
that is ridiculous.
fan.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That is incredible.
Like I rode up at 7 times in a row, and I was like, my God, I know almost every stone on this thing by the time you do that. Imagine how Ren felt after doing it 92 times.
Brent's still got Ren in the shoe hold.
Unreal.
Brent's done 118 efforts. I see he's been having some health issues actually,
Oh,
and he's laid low on Coot-tha lately.
That's not good.
Yep.
to hear.
That's
So
very sad.
yep. So we hope to see Brent back on the mountain
Mount.
very soon.
Take it back.
he's a favourite
Yeah.
of the show.
Yep.
That he is.
So, but yeah, that's the mountain for the week.
Mm.
We also stumbled across some sad news yesterday. We had a cyclist out at Colo on Lake Manchester Road, unfortunately get hit by a car, and he sadly passed away. So it's
Thoughts are with the family and
Yeah,
friends.
everyone involved.
Yeah.
And that's all we have to say about that.
yeah.
That's it from the backside this week, guys. Exciting things coming up. So let's start the year off with a bang.
Yeah, 2025. Come at us.
We'll see you all next week.
Thanks for coming on.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thanks, Finn.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
luck,
coming on,
mate.
brother.
Good luck next
Yeah.
week.
See you on the TV.
See you, mate.
Yes. Bye.
500 watts, please.